and I greet Elder Delroy Williams, better known as Brother Dave, and his dear wife, Evangelist Shireen Williams, the officers of the church, the membership, and even the Sunday school children. I greet you in Jesus' name. I bring you greetings from our leader, Apostle Johnson. He sent his blessings with you here today.
Praise the Lord.
That's the last thing I heard from him. The blessings of the Lord be upon the day, and that all things will go well. Praise the Lord. We're a bit behind schedule, but we'll make up. Number one, I start to help Brother Dave by cutting my time short. What is that? When he asked me to come, I was a bit mesmerized in terms of with the topic. But I had to do some homework on this topic, Elder Williams. And I think it was a challenging one. And I sincerely hope that at the end of the day, your brethren will be educated, will be improved in a number of ways, will be blessed, and will be more determined to go forward. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord, everybody.
Praise the Lord.
I still want to see the receiving me. Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
I'm on the Bible, man. Praise the Lord. If you ask me the truth, one of my favorite sayings is that we are not the same thing. Yes, Sister Pat. Sister Pat is a famous Facebook person. And she gives good thoughts there. Yes.
Yes.
And every now and again I can speak at her. Because we don't have the facility at our house so much, but I have a little phone that have a little sense to it. But sometimes I see Sister Pat and I say, hey, Sister Pat, hot. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord.
I wonder where it is. Can't seem to find it. Lord help. Here it is. Here it is. Lord, open my eyes. I wonder where it is. There you go. Right here.
What is it?
This is all that is left.
Is that, what is it?
All that is left of my material.
Really?
Oh,
Oh no!
I cannot believe it. All that is left, just it. Something must be wrong.
Yes, some disaster.
What a catastrophe.
What a catastrophe!
What to do now?
What are you going to do? So much destruction to your stuff. How are you going to deal with it?
I better use what is left.
Do you think you can?
I better use what is left. God has still been good.
Okay. Well, since he has been good, let us see what we can do with the rest. Praise the Lord. Today, our aim is to identify, from a biblical perspective, the idea of remnants. And like me, I'm sure you're sitting there with some ideas in your head. But until I got to the matter, before I got the true understanding, Elder Williams, so you have helped me to be better educated, because you gave me this challenge and I had to deal with it. And your thing says, youth committed, the remnant determined to stand. But here is Sister Shanika, having found her precious thing, it was destroyed, kind of way. It was not what she expected it to be. But however, she has come to an understanding with what is left. Did I hear what is left? Let's say it. Say with what is left. Say it again, with what is left. And I have my own experience, and Sister Shan challenged me, but may I introduce her as my daughter? My church daughter. Very beautiful girl. Very lovely girl. She couldn't be my daughter if she wasn't beautiful. And look, this is what is left of it. What is it supposed to be? Come on, talk to me. Marina, another name. A vest. A vest. And they wear them for a number of reasons. Some people wear them as a top. Well, I wouldn't. And when it's cool, some of us wear it under our clothes, whatever. But this is what is left of it. Where has it gone? It wasn't made like this. It wasn't produced like this. But it has had its better days. And it has been through its almost worst days. Yeah. But guess what? It's still being used in America. And I want to say, and you also to do this. It's still being used. Yes. Because I'm one of those persons who, when it's cooler, I sleep in my vest. And I pride in this. Believe me, it's true. Sister Pat, I pride in it. But it's not a thing proud. Because it has known better days. But it still has some use and some work. So I said I'm going to put a bit in the car, but I'm prepared for that. Yes, so we are here to identify remnant element. And having done the drama and having displayed this, what is your idea of remnant? What is popping up in your mind now? Something, and please, I'm interactive, that's all I am. And you need to raise your hands and give me answers. What, just tell me what is in your mind. I'm not asking you to be right. I'm not asking you to be right. Just tell me what is in your mind. Yes, sister? The remains. Huh? Remains. The remains, you think it remains? Another answer?
In the Jamaican term, what is?
What left? In Jamaican, I like that. In Jamaican term, one sister is saying the remains, and another one is saying what left. Any other answer? Come on. You are brilliant people. You have Ella Williams down here. My sister Shireen, not asking for the rest. I know you're brilliant. Yes, ma'am.
The cropsies.
The scrapsies. Thank you, girl. Give me some more answers. Yes, darling. The leftover. And give me at least one more answer. I've got 4 good answers already. Can I get one more? A single word. Begins with R, end with N, M. Give me your prompt. The remains. So we heard the leftover, we heard the cropsies. What was yours? What left? What was yours in the red shirt, red cap?
Remains.
Remains. Oh, you did say it?
Yes.
Okay, so here we are looking at remnant. So from a colloquial point of view, from just a top of our head point of view, you were speaking about remains. We're speaking about leftovers. But leftovers from what? And remains from what? Let's ask ourselves this question. Cropsies from what? Was from a perfect state or near perfect state? Am I making it right? Yes. But what? What was the interim? Something happened in the interim. Departing from the proper state into remnant state, something happened. Pay attention to that. Something happened. So according to our biblical definition, because Elder Williams, so as not to murder theology, I had to do my homework right so that I bring you the correct information. It says here, a remnant is a leftover amount, come with me now, from a larger portion or piece, whether it is food. Anybody here knows about leftover food? Yes. Our great-grandparents and grandparents used to just put it up in the kitchen, cup up in a calabash and check pan. But we have the deep freeze and the fridge now, depending on what it is. And then we have the microwave when we take it out to reheat it and have it. But it's the same leftover. Yes. Am I right? Yes. And I remember in the younger years, when you have 2 leftover dumplings, you cut them in 2 in the morning and put them on fire stone. Which fry? On fire stone. With your mug of tea and you're gone to school feeling good. You may not know that because you're young, but I'm from the older generation. Then afterwards, though, you can fry them and be careful of the frying, the oil in your stomach. Yes, but it's left over. And the new name now, in my time and Sister Shanika's time, is réchauffé. Same name for leftover, réchauffé. That's a French word. So you might not be able to spell it the French way, but you can write it in your own term. Réchauffé, leftover. You have that lovely rice and peas. And I love rice and peas when it is réchauffé. It has a different taste. Anybody agree with me here? Yeah. That when you do over rice and peas, it's nice. I like that. However, let's go now. It's whether it is food Sister Shanika just showed us that, or even a group of people. And that's where I am. A group of people who are referred to as remnants. Pay attention to this point. Remnants. Left over. Balance over. Remnants, come with me. According to biblical terms, came out of a catastrophic situation. Sister's material, something has happened, and that's all is left. You heard her lamenting. Where is it? What has happened to it? This is all that's left. In biblical terms, remnant, sister bat, come out of a catastrophic situation. Disastrous condition. Horrendous experiences. And as you listen to these terms, reflect and put it to yourself. Remnant. What are the examples of some remnants, according to people? Who are the examples of some remnants? Who are persons you know, scripturally, who came out of horrendous situation, catastrophic situation, disastrous situation? Anybody has an answer? Raise your hands, please. Yes, darling. Huh? Job? You think Job was? She said Job. Yes. You think Brother Paul was? Any other answer? Come on with me. Yes, sister? The Gentiles? You answer when you write or you go up there. Don't worry about the right part. Any other response? Yes, sister. Ruth? Any other answers? One more I take. David, you have made your answers. Well, I have brought some examples for you, and we are going to look at some persons who have had catastrophic situations that we can refer to them as remnants. Somebody needs to Yes, your answers are not wrong, and neither am I saying they are right. They are your thoughts and they are your answers. But listen, out of destruction, out of catastrophe, out of disaster, we get remnants. Remnants are not people who live normal lives and who have just regular experiences. Come with me. Remnants are those who have come out of disaster, who escaped destruction. When I was at a certain country in the heyday of my condition. Some of you notice I walk with a limp. I suffered a terrible injury. That's the story. And the doctor who was attending to me, his grandmother is a perfect Jew, and she was in the Holocaust. Now the Holocaust is that time, Sister Joy, when the Jewish people were taken to the gas chamber. He gave me a book that was written by his grandmother. I have it at home and I haven't finished reading it. Sister Patty, I can't finish it. It's too much for me. It's too heavy a material for me. And that book, she tells all that happened to her and her two sisters and her brothers in the Holocaust. The Jews were collected and lined up, told they were going to get jobs, told they were going to be taken to some nice place. And when they lined them up under one point and marched them, they had to march into the gas station to be roasted. 6 million of them suffered that. The grandmother of the doctor, she is a remnant of the Holocaust. When she writes in the book the things that happened, how they had to hide in the bushes, when you read her experience, you wonder if any human being could have gone through that. You speak about a remnant. Although millions of the Jews were killed, she and her sisters and some others, who were just a small portion, they were remnants. Are we coming with the identifying who remnants are? We have some others. Those were present-day remnants of the 1943 into the 1945s. But we have others who are recorded in the good book. There are the remnants, those left over from a larger group. So remember now, remnants are those who are left over from a larger group, and they went through some kind of destruction. Speaking about remnants, they had some experience of destruction. It wasn't cool sailing. It was no Sputnik. It was no holiday in the sky. It was no relaxing on the beach. It's trouble, trouble, trouble. Where they had to run and hide. Where they had to seek shelter. Where they had to call out to God. Where they had to go on their knees. Leftover, yes. So those leftovers are from a larger group that are called remnants. In the Bible, the word is used in a theological way. Noah and his family, come with me, were members of remnant group. How was it so? Somebody give me the answer, please.
Because they were the only one that saved.
Tell me, speaker, stop.
They were the only one that saved when the flood came.
Only ones that were left over from the flood. Only ones that were saved when the flood came. Give her a clap for that. So we have identified one such remnant. Noah, his wife, his 3 sons, and their wives. Out of millions, according to the document, it was millions of people then, but only those 8 people were left behind. All the others were destroyed. We know the story. Going down to another one. Lot. It says here, Noah and his family were the remnant saved out of millions on the earth before the flood. Then another one, only Lot and his 2 daughters survived what? Actually, give me the answer. What did they survive? Raise your hands.
This is the destruction.
The destruction. This was the word Sister Pat is using. What did they survive? The destruction. What did Noah and his family survive? The destructive flood. Describe it. The destructive flood. And Sister said what? The destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. How were they destroyed in Sodom and Gomorrah? By the way, how many people were meant to be saved? How many people were meant to be saved? 4 people should have been. Thank you, sir. 4 people were meant to be saved. But on the route out of the destruction into safety, 1 person did what? Turn back in her mind. Yes. She didn't turn around and walk back in her. In her mind, she was going, but she was having her mind on all that's down there. So she was left to stand as an example, a pillar of salt. Somebody said earlier on Job. Now, Job was not a remnant. You know who was remnant? His servant, who ran to him to tell him, Master, the Assyrians are coming, and they'll kill, and only I am left. Then another servant ran back to say, Master, your children are in this building having a good time. The building collapsed and they are all destroyed. Only I am left. Are we getting the point? Yes. Is it coming over to you? Yes. Remnant coming out of what? A destructive situation. We have looked at Noah and his family. We have looked at Lot and his daughters. And we have looked at the servants of Job. Now Job himself became a remnant after what? Come on, tell me what happened to Job. After sickness, don't be afraid to tell me, man. After sickness, he had a destructive situation. Scripture said even worms were in his body. And when you go to the book of Job, I challenge you adults to read the book of Job and see Job's pain and see the agony he's been through. Sister McLeod, at one time he said, I wish the day I was born would drop out of time. Don't let my birthday be remembered. Let that drop out of the calendar. He was that all happened to him and his very wife, who should stand behind him to treat the sores and to help him, looked at him and said, curse God. We're talking about what? Remnant. My duty is to get us to understand. So, the objective I have here, it says, we will be able to identify remnants from a biblical perspective. And I'm sure after today, you're not going to just go out and just use the word remnant just so. Does that make sense? Praise the Lord. Okay, so we said, only Lot and his two daughters survived the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. Remnant frequently in the sense of residue or refugee takes on theological use when it becomes the object of God's address and or action. Let me read that again. Remnant frequently in the sense of residue or refugee takes on theological use when it becomes the object of God's address or action. When God pays attention to the remnant, it's very important. Did you hear Sister Shanika said she's going to make use of the material? Yes. And she's going to let it come out that she's proud of it? Did anybody hear that? Yes. So in these cases, no. Did God make use of it? Come on with me. Tell me one thing that he was told. Anybody here remembers? If you don't, I'll tell you. Interest of that. Quickly. What did God tell him? Tell him to go be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth. God said to Moses, to Noah, and to his children, go have more children and fill up the world with people. God was going to make good use of Noah and his family. Praise the Lord. Lot and his daughters. Their story is such a technical one, but within that story, God was getting his will to be established. Did I hear amen? Yes. And when you are a remnant, I'm not preaching. No. Go ahead. So we were talking about remnant, and I just spoke about. Also, there are other groups in the Bible who are remnants as well. Those remain in the land. In Genesis 19, there was a scenario that took place, and those who remained in the land after the deportation of 597 BC, like Ezra. We know how Ezra and Nehemiah went up to build back Jerusalem after the destruction, and a number of them. Elder Williams gave me some scriptures, and let me speak to that now. Let me speak to Elijah, according to 1 Kings 19. You know the story of Elijah, the powerful prophet he was. Yes. Anybody here knows? Yes. I know I teach Bible classes, so you know, talk to me. Talk to me like we are good friends and like we are just ordinary people. Don't you know that Elijah was a terrible, powerful prophet? Yes. Elijah was the man who walked up to Ahab and said, 3.5 years, the rain will fall in this land because you're carrying on wrongdoings before God. Did rain fall? No. And when they suffered the drought and suffered the drought, the same Elijah talked to God and said, send rain. And let's say he got down on his knees and look under his feet and look behind him and saw the sign of rain and tell his servant, I hear the sound of abundance of rain. But that same Elijah was brought to the place where have you run and hide for your life? Because there was a Jezebel in the land. Jezebel. King Ahab's wife, a Jezebel sister. Wicked woman in a heart, bitter like God and tough like stone, and would do any devious, heinous act to get her wish done. So here was Elijah under the juniper tree complaining to God. That's what you're doing here, sir. Sometimes we're too comfortable under the juniper tree, Sister Pat. And the Lord have to stir us up to wake up. Yes. Get out from under your comfort zone and face the reality of life. Or get out from your self-pity. You know how we get sorry for ourselves, especially we black people. And then in this kind of time that we live in, Lord, we're sorry for Lord, poor me. And then the least one. My church and I pay me no mind. Nobody don't own me. Self-pity. Yes. So there was Elijah under the juniper tree in self-pity. But God told him and said, hey, what are you doing here? It's a running from Jezebel. She has killed off You think you're the only one left? Some have died. Some have been destroyed. But I still have 7,000 remnants. I still have 7,000 remnants. Praise the Lord Jesus. And God fortified him, giving him instructions so he could eat up, drink up, and take his journey because God has a work for him to do. So whereas he said, I have not bowed, God says 7,000 have not bowed. They have not kissed my idol. They have not bowed to my image. Retreat, Elder Williams. Don't want you to kiss my idol. No. Praise the Lord. The preachers are coming. I am only identifying. That's what I'm doing. So we have looked at remnants, and we are concentrating a little on Elijah. Elijah was a part of the remnants with the other 7,000 prophets. And if 7,000 prophets were remnant, means no prophet get killed. Because remnant is always what portion? Huh? They left over, but give me in some mathematical terms. What portion? Remnant is always the smaller portion. Look at sister's material. That's a smaller portion of the material. Look at my vest. It's a smaller portion of the vest. The remnant is generally the smaller portion. Praise the Lord Jesus. And I'm sure the other preachers are going to bring you to understand your terms, yourself, your situation within the remnant concept. Praise the Lord. Did I hear praise the Lord? Praise the Lord. So, we said those that are left over. Listen to this one. When Elijah declared that he was the only one left in Israel who had not bowed down to idols, God assured him that he had reserved a remnant of 7,000 whose knees have not bowed down to Baal and all whose mouths have not kissed the image. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Elder Williams, when it's just two sisters come to prayer meeting and they're getting downhearted and all the rest of brethren busy doing their own thing, should you give up and say, no? And because Elder Williams will stay on the rostrum and say, oh, sister so-and-so, they have been faithful to the prayer meeting, you'll never go back. Think about it. Maybe it's the remnant who will keep the prayer meeting alive and support the church with your constant prayer, with your intercession, with your calling out to God. A remnant and prayer meeting. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. So Elijah was told that 7,000 others are there to go work with him. One of my points I have here is that the remnants, Noah and his sons, or Noah and his family, not also, Noah and his family, they were willing to stand. Come with me now. Attitude of remnants.
Yes.
Noah and his family were willing to stand. Did I hear amen? Amen. Lot's daughters were willing to stand. Yes. When you go to the book and read about Lot's daughters, they were so willing to stand with their father that what seemed not to have been godly worked out to be the will of God because they were willing to stand. Yes. The attitude of remnants. Remnants are not just left over, sir. No. Remnants are not cover. Remnants nothing get. Remnants have seen suffering. They have seen hard times. They have seen destruction. They have been delivered from destruction. And they have a determination, a made up mind. A mind that is set, that has seen the worst already. It can't go worse. I'm going to stand. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. So to be remnant is not a nonsense story. It's not fairy tale. It's a reality that I've seen the worst. I've seen the fire. determination. I am determined, Elder Williams, not to spoil the other men's presentation. Listen, they are willing to stand up for the cause and will seek a way to carry on when it seems impossible. Remnant will seek a way to carry on when it seems impossible. Anything ever come to you look impossible in the church life, in your Christian life? Is it ever look impossible? You come to back up corner and call into Jamaican parlance. I like your answer, you give me leeway to the pastor. Yes. You come and back up corner, come and dead end. You don't know which way to turn. But which way, you look around and there's no way out. And you look down and that's blockage. But there's another way that we can do. And here, Brother David in the Psalm, he said, I will look to the hills, from whence cometh my help. Noah in the ark could only look up. One way made the top of the building, of the ark. God locked the door. And everything was pitch black. Was the ark decked with pitch, with black tar? Yes, pitch black. All he had to do was look up. Watch for the precipitation of the clouds. Watch for the clouds abating. And watch for the peeping of the sun. And the peeping of the sun told him the whole cloud was off. The cloud was abating. Sunshine was coming. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Mrs. Love couldn't endure it. She couldn't stand to know that her sons and all her wealth was going to be burned up in Solomon tomorrow. So she had to stay back and stay with it. But not of the two girls didn't look behind them. They look what? They look where? Forward still, it is Jehovah's will. Though the billows dash and spread, with a concrete tread, we will push ahead. And we roll. So the angel said to them that the girls, carry nothing now, the plane, run up to the mountain. He heard the voice of the angel prodding them. Don't stop.
Don't stop.
Don't stop. The fire is behind you, but don't stop. Destruction is behind you, but don't stop. Hurry on. Escape down for thy life. And carry nothing all the place. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Job endured his suffering. He quarreled with God. And you read the book of Job, Job quarreled with God. And then he cussed him out. I mean, he asked God questions and argued. And in one of the chapters, God took him to that. He said, where were you when I made the foundation of the earth?
Yes.
Where were you when I did this? When I spread the canopy of the heavens? Where were you? Brought Job to his senses. And when God struck him in his navel and straightened him up and get him to stand and come to grips with reality, God blessed him. Gave him 10 children. Scripture said the fairest daughters in the land were Job's girls. Girls are pretty up. Apostolic art girls, you are beautiful. Not because you're wearing eyeshadow, and not because you're wearing lipstick, and not because you're wearing donkey here and dead man here, but because the beauty of Jesus. Job's daughters, after the Holocaust, after his destruction, were the fairest in the land. And listen to me, I don't walk around feeling inferior. It's not because I'm important. It's because God has beautified me. I'm going to give it back. I heard that. Some person now. And if you're on the remnant in retreat, stand up and be counted.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Because you know something? I didn't even speak about him when I started. I should have. He was a #1 boy from day one. I know his birth. I know when he was born. Not that I remember the exact date, but I know him, his mother carrying him, giving birth to him. But he has been a wonderful boy. And let me tell you one thing that is very outstanding about your elder. He has good manners. I listen, my language. I don't know that he has been not faithful, but I have not proven it. I never saw him faithful. He always has the right face when I see him, with good manners, and he's able to lead the church into good manners street, and into obedience street, and into determination street, and into made up mind street. That the man what I'm going to stand. And then you're looking at a lump of clay. And when I was 9 years old, Sister Joy, I was taking a vision. I didn't know it was a vision then. It's dream, it did dream. But an angel took me in the air, had me flying around with him, and showed me what hell was going to be like, Sister MacLeod. And I trembled like the trembling waking up from my sleep. I was just shaking like a leaf on a tree. So I got up and then I wake up my mother, and I can't even tell her what happened because of shaking. But by daylight now, she asked me what had happened. I told her. She took me to the elders of the church, and they said, it's a vision. That vision lives with me. Your elder used to sing in the choir, write the vision, make it plain. My vision lives with me. And look at me in my face, all of you. Me, na, ga, hell. I might not be the best person in the church. No problems there with the people than I am. More quality and qualification and more attitude, better than I am. But one thing we know, when you're sitting in a church, we're not lying. Praise the Lord. And I'm saying to retreat, brethren, don't go to hell. Don't go to hell. You might not have been through a Holocaust. You might not have experienced destruction. But the teaching today that your elder was led by God to plan for you is for you to get yourself rooted and grounded. It's for you to be more riveted. It's for you want when they drop in the light post. How they put it that it's set. And they will do all sorts of paraphernalia to have it standing up there because it mustn't drop down. You should have yourself so set with determination, with a purpose. Remnants have a purpose. Yes. So it's not just like about remnants today, it's knowing the attitude of remnants. Please keep me online in my time, in my dear child. So we have spoken about Noah, we have spoken about Job. We'll take another set. I did take Elijah earlier. I hope I have justified Elijah enough for you in the interest of time. But there were some more. There were Israelites who had struggles. And when they were captivated and taken away from Jerusalem, Nehemiah, you remember Nehemiah? He was a part of the who was the that worshipped on the tip of your tongue? Of course! When Jerusalem was in captivity, and the Babylonians take them and carry them, the kings who were heathen and carried them away. Nehemiah asked the king, he was the king's cupbearer. Who is the cupbearer? Nehemiah, the Jewish boy. Every time he carried wine to the king, he had to taste the wine first. Yeah. Why he had to taste the wine first? To make sure that he said to the king, there's no poison in your wine. But one day when he went to let the king get his wine, he said to the king, I want to go back to Jerusalem. We want to rebuild our land. And so Nehemiah with a copy of the other remnant went back to Jerusalem and carried on the purpose. Although riches was in Babylon, and he was promoted to the high status of being the king's cupbearer, he had a determination that Almighty God Jehovah must be exalted, yes, and our city must be rebuilt. Yes. I'm talking about determination. So he took the blessing of the king and went back. I'm talking about attitude of remnant. Yes. What is your attitude? How is your attitude? Listen to my question now, personalized question. Can Elder Williams rebuke you? Can Sister Cherie take you in the office and say, Sister so-and-so, you know, you're not doing well, and I just want to encourage you? Yes. Will you listen to her and submit yourself? Yes. Or you go out and get a group to cut her off? The next time you see how it's cocky, I am vexed up and swell up. I'm talking about attitude of remnants. Because remnants are submissive. Remnants humble themselves. And we're not doing justice to theology now. But I can't get away with it because Elder Dennis is not here. If he were here, I couldn't do it because remnants are those who come out of destruction. And you haven't had any kind of destruction yet. What we have, I tell you not their brethren, Sister Leonie, my good friend. Yes, Sister Leonie has been my good friend over the years. We used to sit beside each other in the choir. And she knows how to tickle your fancy and make you laugh about nothing. And she sit down and not laughing, but you laugh. Yes. Don't you know that of her? Ah, she's such a unique personality. Her language is altogether hers. She speaks it her way. If you don't know, let me tell you about her. So every time I see her, I have to smile. Because I know something will be coming to my ears, so I have to smile. The point I'm making is that if you are truly going to take on the attitude of a remnant, despite the fact that we have not gone through any destruction, I got that my point. I tell the brethren in that bed that the collaboration only they're giving themselves over, and they want to overcome, they want to endure, and keep my list on the church is so simple to something. Sister McLeod, sit this up, you know. Pastor Miles passed 2 times and never tell you only because she have this stress on her heart and her mind so worried. And he said, Pastor, you all right? Where? The woman at the pastor and tell me only. So a big scale of manners. I'm talking about attitude now. I'm talking about determination. Yes. I'm talking about how remnants present themselves. Because remnants have the kind of attitude that show progress. Yes. That show positivity. Yes. That show forward step. Yes. That show that whatever happens, I'm going to stand. Yes. I'm going to stand my ground. Yes. Amen. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. You can find remnants at church and hear the cause. You can find remnants when prayer meeting must be. You can find remnants at Sunday school. Yes. And problem at home, yes, and you cry. I tell you that, my brethren, that many times when I'm in the pulpit getting at them, I did just cry before I come to church. Sometimes Elder Williams is on the way to church. I have to stop the cry and back up my face and tell myself, no, you can't take this space for the brethren. And they see me walking through the door smiling with just none other. This one concerns back to me, whatever it is. Well, I know I have a special place to fill. I have a reason to be there. And so I have to dress up myself now and stand before the church. But I'm saying to you, after you're done, cry. Dry up your eye and tell yourself, oh, it's good. It is Jehovah's will. Go with the Lord, that shines bright. With a concrete tread. Determination, you know. Oh, there I want them like to stand. No matter what I stand. I'm going to keep the ground. I'm going to hold the place. Maybe here, look at here. This is turned out the ugliest baby. Remember, the lecture. Never let me. You know, no, we're going to talk about. See, if we saw a girl out there, when we had like, we lose it. And whatever else, I cry. But I have to decided to make Jesus my try. The road is rough, and the going get tough, and the hills are hard to climb. But I'm starting out a long time ago, and I've made up my remnants have a made up mind. It's good to talk about remnants. And it's good to learn about remnants. But you need to learn and understand the attitude of remnants. Your minds are made up. They prefer die than give up. They prefer die than let go. Because if they die here, they shall live there. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Can you get Williams? Am I going? Okay, yes. So the 3 Hebrew boys. But can you imagine them good food they cook in the king kitchen? Yes. Come with me, brethren. And we Jamaican people used to good food, you know. Yes. The white people now used to good food so much, you know. They will feed for us, passa, There's something I want. They want it from macaroni food, don't give me them, they want it. Just give me a slice of yellow yam and And so when they cook the food in the kitchen for the boy, 10 days, you know, they have to smell the nice food in the king kitchen. But they determined in their heart to be not tasty. Is there anybody here who is determined that you're not going to taste it? Yes. I remember when I was at a certain institution, listen to me, young people, young ladies, and the Queen of England, this one next day, Elizabeth II, she should visit because they were going to open a new library, So students were marshalling up, and I had on my little dress, it's in my closet right now, and that was 1994 I'm talking about. That dress is still there. And so the skirt I'm wearing, I don't know the age of it. I was telling Shannon I was coming. I'm wearing today to show you, so this is the remnant of the week. This is the linen skirt. I don't know the age. And they look like, this one I don't know the age. We wear them especially to tell you, say, remnant glass. Yes. Remnant stay. Yes. So I was looking at my black skirt and I said, I wear this. And if you look at it, good you see the mark in front that wear it to show you, say, I still can wear it. It's the remnant of a good linen skirt, but I'm still wearing it. Remnant glass. Yes. Praise the Lord. What was that section just now? I want to get back to the point. Okay, thank you. Yes, so, me in my little Pentecost dress, Sister Joyce made it, and my little white cap. I don't see nobody wearing a cap like that in there. And because anywhere I am, I remind myself. This is what I remind myself. Look in my face, everybody. I always, Sister Joy, remind myself that nobody is seeing me but God seeing me. Yes. And I always tell myself that if I lived the way I lived when I was at educational institutions, I couldn't miss the rapture. Not that I was perfect, but I made every effort. Because I didn't want the church to leave me. So we were in the library, the big new brand library, and the big security team and everybody and people over. And the Queen shoot through that door. She came through that door. And I was over here with another group of students. Students were put at strategic locations. And I was over here. And they are going to marshal here, her, to go over to that end, Sister Marshall, the Queen. So when she came through the door and walked up the aisle, instead of going where they went to guide her, she came straight over here so to me. The picture's at my yard right now. And my Queen started she for a Queen that comes with Queen and Queen, and no about Queen. And she walked right up and stood in my face. And her voice was like a teacher. Her first question was, are you a teacher? And you walk to me straight like an hour, yes, Your Majesty. The shot knocked my teeth off the top. I was the only person in the room that day wearing a cap. A cover on my head and she had on a hat. I was identifying my apostolic principles. And it appealed to her. And she passed up. When she was through everybody that come up with me big cap on the face, what did she say to your inner because we saw the two bad men? Because she spoke to me and I want to know me tell her what she tells us. But there was an apostolic young woman standing over there keeping up the principles of the church. With me little hat on my head. And the nice little church dress looked like, people didn't look like this girl, I think so. People didn't look. And here it is that the Queen of England identified me. And said that to say, when you stand up for God as a remnant, and when you keep your identity, look at the apostolic young people at retreat. Keep your identity. If you're going to be a genuine, see my daughter there. She's only going to be my daughter if she will stand. And I'm not making her into an angel because I'm not an angel. But I'm encouraging her to stand. Did you hear what I just said? Yes. I'm not making her into an angel because I'm not an angel. I have to go make myself an angel first. I'm only a sinner saved by grace, making an effort to stand. But if she will stand, she'll be my daughter. If not, tomorrow she's not my daughter. That's how sharp I am. Because in this last day, when you go to your school, when you go to college, when you go to university, anybody in there must identify you. They must see that that's a different person. They may not call you Christian, but they're going to see the difference. I have an experience, I love them. Anywhere you go in the world, somebody know you. Especially when you're in certain positions. I was down Manhattan one day. That's New York, USA. I just heard somebody call out my name. Sometimes it's on the train you are, and somebody walk up to you and say, "Are you such and such?" Yes. And then I say, "My God, look how far me the found woman somebody know me." Anywhere you go, somebody's going to know you. Yes. Let them see the beauty of have remnant attitude. Sister Marsha, cultivate remnant attitude. Sister Pat, cultivate remnant attitude. Amen. Practice it. That's what I mean. That's a cultivate. Practice remnant attitude. Have the determination. Have the purpose and focus. Know who you are. Know what you're about. I don't want the club crack today. And me have making you behind a shouting in your ears. And I'm left behind. Without hope for eternity. Missing out on the joys that the others would find. Dear Lord, direct me.
Oh glory, oh glory. Hey, glory.
I'm encouraging you, don't be left behind. Don't let you come into church in ways. Have the attitude of remnant. Praise the Lord. I'm going to wrap it up now and boil it down. I'm getting there. So I talk about the 3 Hebrew boys. After 10 days, the boys are pretty like a money. Marsha, after the 10-day test, the boys passed the test. When they carried them into the king, and the king saw the boys himself, and you know the king's mind, you know. Hear what the king said. Look how the food they shine upon them. He didn't know that the boys are only having pulse and water, grass and water. Then callaloo and then pak choy. Pulse and water, that's what it is. For 10 days, they determined they wouldn't eat the king's food. Daniel! Talking about remnant.
Yes.
King had all his soothsayers and all his wise men and so on. But Daniel is the one who's getting the visions. Because God will work with remnant.
Yes.
They were taken captivity out of Jerusalem. And they have him high up in office, but he's not forgetting the principles of God. How many of us go off from retreat out into the open world and forget the principles? You know, we have sometimes it's all right, you get through already. Nah? You never hear the statement there. You better than me. You know, it stresses me out. If I'm saying the wrong terms, rebuke me, I'll take the rebuke. Daniel determined. Determination of a remnant. That is a tenderness. Stop praying with coming up. When the boy them set him up. When the boy them set you up, they can set you up at school, you know. They can set you up at your workplace. Set you up to management. Set you up to your class teacher. Set you up to principal. They set up Daniel. Yes. But Daniel never make it bother him. He threw a room in the scripture said. He threw his windows open that they can sit and pray. To show saying not joking, not changing the term. Pray 3 times a day. And the king could not change his word. So Daniel is found dead to be lion food. But God who knows how to take care of remnants. Are you with me? Yes. God who knows how to take care of remnants. Reach out for Daniel and say to the lions, you are fasting. Lion jawbone, when you stand for God, lion jawbone will lock up. You don't have to fight him. You don't have to say a thing. You don't have to back off yourself and say who you think in the dark. Just keep your mouth shut and let it to God. And when God lock lion jawbone, no wrench can open it. No crowbar can open it. Lions hung fast one night. And Daniel was able to stand up in the night and then and pray. Able to bless the Lord, oh my soul, and all that is within me. The time King before they came back up a lion dead dog, it's the way the sun to come up. But I'm the servant of the Most High God. Is your God able to deliver you? Hear Remnant voice. Live forever, O King. When they don't set you up with this, you can break a smile and say, the Lord bless you.
Amen.
And they don't say that about them trying to come, and you just say, God bless you. No, say no. That's like, no. Keep on the argument. Sometimes we chat too much. Keep on too much argument. And let me tell you something, look in my face. There are times when only you must know your heartbeat.
Yes.
Come with me, let me tell you.
Yes.
There are times when only you must know what is in your mind.
Yes.
Not if the closest person to you know. Because when that person knows, it's no longer a secret. And I'm taking the flip side. If you have to share it because it's necessary, make sure the person is confidential. Make sure the person respects your privacy and respects your confidentiality, that person will stick with you. Praise the Lord. So when the king finds out that Daniel being friend of them, he get them to let him loose. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. We are looking at remnants. Who are we looking at? Let me just do a quick revision. Who are some of the remnants we have identified? Put your hands up with your responses. Yes, Father. Elijah. Yes, sir. You're right. Not bad. You could say Elijah and the 70 prophets. Say that. Elijah and the 70 prophets. Yes, Sister Pat? No one his family. Lot and his daughters. His daughters. Yes, sister. Job. His children were always together. And his servants. Job and his servants. What is the concept of being a remnant? What is the concept behind being a remnant? Remnants come out of destruction. Remnants come out of catastrophic situation. Disaster. Those are words you can use. Are we truly remnants in the sense of being a remnant? Somebody answer me. And answer me intelligently. Listen to the question. Are we truly remnants in the sense, the biblical sense of remnants? Nobody wants to answer? Yes, Father. Stand and answer. Well, I see you thinking, but I wouldn't buy into that one yet. I really wouldn't buy into that one. The answer I want, I'm saying, are we here now, are we truly remnants? According to the biblical perspective. Anybody, if you don't answer, show your answer, can identify it. Yes, take a chance.
Okay. I would say yes, because I'm coming out of so many situations on a daily basis.
Did any of them destroy somebody and destroy any of God's destruction around you? Was there any situation where you had to run for your life and seek refuge rather than leave everything you had? Think about it, remnants. That remnants are. Had to run, leave everything. Had to run for their life. Had to seek refuge. Had to hide in cave. According to biblical perspective. If you're going to talk as a layman from the top of your head, you can say those stories. But when it comes to the reality of remnant, this is the background. And that's where you're going to get the principles and the attitude coming on. What are some of the attitudes? Hands up. Determination, dance. Give me two more.
Submissive.
Being submissive. Having courage, yes. Keeping this. Keeping the focus. Yes, sir. Determination and support. Good. Give it a clap. Yes. Yes, Sister William. Huh?
Yes.
What did she say? Having a positive mind and holding the focus. Seems like I should be winding down. It appears so to me from the activities. So in the book of Romans chapter 11 verse 1 to 6, Paul was able to make mention of Elijah and the 70 prophets, that they prove themselves, having stood the test, having kept their place, they prove themselves as remnants. Yes. I'm just making sure I got all the notes I had so you can have the information. I said they were willing to stand up for the cause. We'll seek a way to carry on when it seemed impossible. And the remnants are those who escape the leftover of the situation, and they are determined not to give up this fight. Okay. I'm just taking my notes to see the points I brought to you. I have given them to you. Sister Ella Williams, and there are some points. Have you found that? Yes. Number one, what number one says on the screen about remnant of the church? The church, read it again. The remnant church. Believe the word, believe the Bible. Where's mine? Believe this thing here. I have this one from 1987. I love it to my heart. It sleeps where as I turn I can reach for it. And I said to the church at Nashville on Sunday that anybody gets this after my demise has a treasure. Because all my markings are in it. Sister Small, Imagine Small, all my markings. Because when you see it, yes. And this is precious to me. I remember the first time I went to London on the ministry trip. Listen to this story. My hand luggage, the young lady at the desk, when she weighed my hand luggage, she said to me, it's a bit weighty. So I owned it. And when I owned it, she took up my bag and put it one side. And then my heart said, this is what I'm true Jamaican woman. I'm not sophisticated this money. That is true Jamaican. But we never speak it, because I said to my heart. I said, oh yeah. I took my bag and put it on one side and she weighed again. She said, it can go now. I said, could I have that please? Just say gentle to her, good Jamaican attitude. I said, could I have that please? And put it on my mouth. And I said, this is all the case I put it on the Bible. I mean, I'm the place that I should take up the Bible. And the precious old Bible that showed me the way. I won't leave when I stand by the King. When I move to the sky, I leave this behind. But right now it is precious. And that oftentimes I wish to thought in my mind. So if the house should catch on fire, what would grab the road? What would you grab? I know some people right here can grab their visa. You know answer? Their passport first. That's the first thing you drop on their mind, Sister Bailey, their passport. Especially if one with visa in there. Visa! This was my visa to heaven. It's not my passport to heaven. It has my visa. Praise the Lord. So let me get to heaven. Praise the Lord. I see hope in coming in the Lord. Bless you. Number two. So the remnant church must be a Bible-believing church. Because what we are actually doing is adopting ourselves. We are adopting. We are not real remnants. We have not been through any suffering of such. We have only had day-to-day testing and trials. But we are adopting. Am I making it right? Yes, and we are adopting. Soldiers of the cross, warriors of Christ. We are on a journey to the kingdom, and we are adopting. So if you are adopting, the remnant church should, number two, read it, the remnant church. Uplift Jesus, let your life show Jesus. The neighbor one, I have only a shop this way because we have enough for something to say. When the neighbor they keep money with you, tell them man instead. And I tell them not bad brethren. Listen to me. Look at me. I tell them not bad brethren. If you tell them 3 times with a good spirit. And they don't answer you. Leave them and free. But now just go right now distance. And when you pass them, make your face look bright. Make your face wear a Christ-like smile. They don't want you to tell them how they, you know, provoke them with the holy, but you let the peace of God show on the peace. As someone to get the beauty of Jesus. And then you get down on the dog over here and kill and because they're poor, they think they're get the beauty of Jesus show. I'm wrapping it up there, I'm taking instructions, sir. Run the next one, sister there. Uplift Jesus, that's one was. Number 3 is? Read it. And believes in his second coming as a fact. And you know something? Some of us are living like he's not coming again. Or like a long-term thing come. But I heard Elder made some strong statements at the beginning of today, and he has documented. I'd like to get some of that document about the coming of Christ. Go to the next one, Sister Shanika. Read that one. Remnant Church. Come on, read again. Will be a church that teaches the biblical truth about death. Do I need to emphasize that, or is it understood? All right, move on to the next one, sister. Health Conscious Church. And look at where we're coming with the Health Conscious Church. Look number 3. The Remnant Church will drink rum till them belly, because Eleanor said, drink a yard with rum. And drink over much wine because the Bible says you can't drink that wine for the stomach sick. Your stomach, what do your stomach? Timothy's stomach was sick. Okay? So he was given that instruction. But the Remnant Church that way had take a puff and spray them out in spray. The Remnant Church that way eat the belly too full. Some of us eat our belly too full. Can God, Sister Small, and shake out with them. Praise God. The Remnant Church, we don't have money, but Sister McLeod, we are blessed that we can grow hallelujah. We can grow pak choy, and those are healthy stuff. And don't take all the oranges off the tree, don't sell a brown some and eat juice. And just sell all the sour stuff and drink of the sour juice. Sometimes only the papa tree and people in the right papa and eat it for yourself. Talking about healthy eating. But sometimes we're so desperate for the money that we sell out everything and not eat none for myself. And set the color of my son, my friends. When the color has all nutrients for you. Go on to the next one. A commandment keeping church. The principle. Commandment, we are talking about the principles of the church. The principles of the church. I love, young people look at me. I love to see when young people aspire to keep with the principles of the church. Because the church makes you know. And the Williams has gone to education and institution, and you can tell you how the church can help you out there. How when the principles of the church show to you, how lecturers admire you, and how people out there respect you and show you good regard, because the principle of the church showing on you. We prove that to myself, and I dream about that. I have had students come into the room asking, Barbara, please pray with me. I have a problem. Because the principle of the church has shown for me. Then they tell me, say, Lord, you look like a Christian, not to be saying, say, no, I'm trying. But the principle of the church. Running it down, how much time do I have, Shan? 5? So not bad. Okay, go to the next one, Shan. Come on, let me hear everybody speaking. Reading it.
The Remnant will be a church that teaches biblical full immersion.
Yes. Baptism in Jesus' name. And some of us, and I don't come to trouble your theology or to trouble your family business. But you know, some of us have some family who thank God and we send them down to heaven, and we know they're not saved. Because they went to them guys and share and give away things. They never see the baptism one day in Jesus' name. And if they hear about it, they don't care about it. But then they come, and I better not say nothing about them. Just send them down to heaven and shut them up. Biblical principles. My family won't get on this game and on the head. Me not going to blow the trumpet and say that, but in my heart, me know me regret it, but me not going to pay a hypocrite. Because if me must baptize in Jesus' name, me have to repent and get the Holy Ghost. Then how they get through so. If me have to walk right and get right, then how they dumb Sister Smart tell me how them this get through so. How happen? Something change up my head. The principles remain. The same principles go for all of us. Next point, sister. Yes. And I told you that I prophesied over his life. I didn't have no mic to jump on and speak in tongues. But the Spirit showed me his making. So I just spoke to him. And I didn't remember. He's the one who's reminding me. I sat there I was listening to him and I said to myself, when did I say those things? Because I don't remember. But he's testifying that I spoke in his life. And I'm saying, you can prophesy. Look in my face. Look in my face. Look at me, everybody. Sister Pat, Sister Leonie, you can prophesy. You can encourage a young person that God is going to make your best business. You can look at a young person and say you're going to be a good Sunday school teacher.
Yes.
Sunday evening we had a little in-house program at church, and a little girl sang and I brought her to me. I said, you're going to be a good choir leader because of how she presented her singing. We can prophesy into the life of others. A child is going to do an exam and encourage the child and tell him, do your best. I know you're going to come out on top. I know you're going to be successful. It doesn't mean the gift of prophecy, but it does. I can greet you. I greet you in Jesus' name. He's one of my sons too. He will tell you. We spent many hours talking together. Yes. I was making the point of prophesying into somebody's life. So you don't have to have the man and jump on in the church and fear the bench. They just said the Lord. I don't want that because I don't know if you handle that. I don't know if you handle that, but I get on up and I cry out to God and say, Lord, remember Sister Small. You're bringing her up as an evangelist. Anoint her with the word. I know the Lord will hear that. But you say, just send the Lord and pray for that. And the one said, just send the Lord and the right tomorrow. And tomorrow they said, just and does. But the Lord will say, just send the Lord. But the only does. But the Lord didn't say it. And it never come to pass. So I want to do it the right way. Since I am the Lord, that I can pray, Sister Ebony. You pray for me and me pray for you. Teaching is my vocation. And Sister Shan will tell you that no matter how I take the night, I'm not there. I think I'm going to serve the sermon. I either preach before, a teacher or preach after or before or between. That's my thing. So I know teaching is my thing. Yes. Did you find out? Remnant, how define it? You're asking for the definition. Okay. Do I have a minute left, Sharon?
Let us see that we'll be giving first the presentation.
Yes. Okay, so as I say, you get it. You have it. So, in concluding, it was my pleasure being here today. And I go back to my objective. In case, Sister Small, you people who came in late, Sister Marshall, my objective, I was asked to help us all to identify the remnants. And I took my definition from biblical perspectives. Are you with me, Sister Small? Yes. Okay. All right, we soon get on to that. But I took my guideline from biblical perspectives so as not to do injustice to theology. The presentation I've made to you is to bring home to our hearts who really is a remnant and what are the attitudes, mannerisms, and behaviors of remnants. And I'm also saying that we are not genuinely remnants according to biblical perspectives in terms of having coming out of a Holocaust, coming out of a catastrophic situation, coming out of a disaster, coming out of a judgmental condition. But I also skewed it to say in the church, as members of the church, we can adopt the principles of remnants and present ourselves with a die-hearted focus and a sure determination that we are going to stand for God no matter what. Regardless of all, we will stand. And Brother Paul in his writing said, having done all, did I hear you say, having done all, if you are wrapped about, you'll stand. That's another sermon. Yes. I'm not going there. I'm just telling you. If you are wrapped about, you stand. And you can know yourself if you are wrapped about. There's something in your heart that gives you the attitude to the church and the words. And to the leadership and everything. There is an attitude. Praise the Lord. So can you identify yourself as a remnant? Any answer there? Give me answer. Push up your hands and let's answer. Can we identify? Did I hear? Everybody responding? No. Can we identify? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We have not come out of a Holocaust, but we are applying ourselves to Remnant principles. We are determined. We are focused. Our minds are made up. We're going to get the job done. We are going to run away. Did that make sense? Next one. What attitude or characteristics do you need to ensure you are in the remnant? What attitude or characteristics? Come on, that should be just reading out your mouth. Determination, yes! We were just saying that. I didn't see the question I was just saying that. Determination, you're what? Focus. You're what? Positive. Your mind is made up. You're going to stand to the task. You're going to see to it that your job be done. If you're a Sunday school teacher, your job is done. If you're a church secretary, your job is done. If you're the person who cleans the church, your job is done. Attitude of remnant. Next one. What do you say are some of the hindrances which may affect our position? Go on. In the remnant. That's why she came and played her song because what?
She looked back.
She looked back.
Yes.
If looking back, it means that she was not what? Was not focused one answer another one. She was disobedient, yes, in a way. She was not committed. She was not committed. She was following her husband and looking at them, but she was not committed. But then they took care of me because they phone and sitting there behind me. It's like some people, they hear fire. And before they run, they're running to the fire. So they want to get their visa, sister smart. The visa, what I want is to be visa. Let me tablet on my laptop. Before you run for your life and get that tablet after. Yes. So, we end that song to us. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. I must have, let us stand. The Savior with me. Everybody. For I did. Glory to God. I must feel His presence. Glory to God. And His arms around me. Then my soul. Glory to God. Praise the Lord. Never me. I am taking the privilege at this moment, as we have observed and identified who truly are remnants and what are the attitudes of remnants. May we, in the presence of Almighty God, adopt the principles, the attitude, the mannerism, the behavior. And may we apply ourselves to the word so that we prepare that if the time comes that we face a disaster, some level of destruction, that we surface as remnants with the same determination, with the same made up mind, with the same heart of sincerity, with the spirit of commitment, and with that determination that I will go without a murmur. And His footsteps, He will show you. I will follow Him.
Hallelujah.
You will speak and it is done. You command and it is done. You will breathe the breath of life in our nostrils, and today we are mobile. Today we are cognizant of what is happening around us, and we are able to congregate here all the way from Portland, in and around St. Anne. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. I did what I was asked to do, the best of my capacity. I blessed Elder Williams, his wife, his family, Lord. Continue to breathe upon them and within them and around them. I bless the church at retreat. I bless the leadership. I bless the officers. I bless the brethren. I bless the children. I bless the friends of the church. I bless everyone in the name of Jesus, under the inspiration of the Holy Ghost. And I see the church growing from level to level. And that them who stand in this place will apply to themselves the spirits of remnants, the attitude of remnants, walking according to your words, living in the principles of your words, and getting ready for the imminent rapture. I leave them in your hand, Lord. Bless them in your keeping. The rest of today and the different activities. Get your glory. Get your praise. We say thanks. In Jesus' name. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you. Give you his sweet peace. And be gracious unto you. You may be seated. And the man.
Hallelujah. Come on, somebody lift your hands and worship.
Hallelujah.
You know, hallelujah. In most institutions, whether educational institution or organizations, you're required to have an ID. The ID identify you as a member of that institution or that organization. This presentation today, this first presentation, Pastor Barbara Miles, allows us to identify where we are. If you don't see yourself as part of the remnant, you still have a problem. You still have an opportunity. Because the characteristics and attitude that were presented, we need to mirror ourselves and see where we are. I left that there because these are questions that we need to ask ourselves. Can you identify yourself with the remnant? 2, what attitude or characteristics do you need to ensure you're in the remnant? 3, what do you think are some of the hindrances which may affect our position in the remnant? Be mindful of Lot's wife in the process. Hallelujah. Can we just put our hands together for that?
Give me the number that calls them. Destroy young people. Destroy them.
Bless you. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you.
Anyway, you may have been happy. Because when all of that is happening, the pastor, where is the pastor?
Yeah.
The pastor will see what's happening and see where they're grouping up. And we don't support the grouping because it's a destruction to the church. Grouping, sister small, is a destruction to the church. The church was built as a family. We have a problem, we sort it out. Live as a family and cut out the grouping, or it's a destruction to the church.
That's right, that's right. So arising from this discussion, it is identified that elders have a great role to play in assisting the remnant to be determined. Because it is the elders that you will mostly go to for advice while studying the Word of God. Because it is a fact that the elders are here before you. Some experiences that us young people are presently having, our elders have been through it. So who will you go for advice? You cannot get the advice from yourself who is presently going through the situation. Come on. Or your friend who probably don't know anything at all and give you some wrong advice. So elders, you have a responsibility to be connected. That's what the pastor said. Because it is crucial that whenever you're coming with a word or you're coming with an advice, you're coming from God. And you have the book to support your argument. Alright? So elders, you have a great responsibility. We have a little bit of time reading, but very quickly, there's a story in the Bible of Joseph. The Bible said that Joseph was much loved by his father. And so his father gave him a coat of many colors. Are we identifying the remnant? Now we know what Joseph went through, the rough times and the tough times. I'm going to ask Evangelist Dawes very quickly. What were some of the core principles that Joseph employed in order to stand at the end of the day and maintain his integrity in Potiphar's house? What are the core principles? What did he do to really maintain his sensitivity and his integrity?
The main thing I'd say is belief in what was taught. So it goes back to what you're taught. So he maintained what he was taught from his youthhood. And the fear of God, yes.
So the evangelist said that he believed that it is whatever Joseph was taught that allowed him to stand at the end of the day. Because when you're coming from a background, Pastor Miles, and you don't have any training, you're going to be very susceptible to anything. And people normally say when you must dance a yard. Before you go abroad. You can't go abroad but dance, you don't know if you dance, you never used to dance a yard. So you must be taught, you must be trained properly from your home. Comes back to our elders again. And there you go.
Right? Because, we may have...
Start.
We have, yes, just in the last night, I think I heard a little story, right? But,
Stand, yeah. Your have to stand.
thank you. I'm a little tired, so. All right, just last night I heard a story, right? A strange story. Is that, some of our apostolic people, young people, and even some adults, they don't like to abide by rules and laws of the church. And so what they do is to go to some Methodist people, some Anglican who don't know anything about holiness.
That's right.
And then they come back with some advice. Why? Because you have elders in the church sometimes who fail to do what they're supposed to do. Tell them, I don't know, I don't think so. And so they push them away to do certain things.
That's right.
Right? When it cannot work. And this young lady, right, she lived with her boyfriend in the house and taking very active part in the church. And when the boy started to beat down, and when somebody said that she should leave, the young man goes to the pastor of not the pastor, and the pastor would call him and said, give him another chance. And she had been giving him one more chance. Now, what happened is that in the church of Jesus Christ,
Yes.
right, you have people who don't hear from God, and that is one of the biggest problems in the church today. People start to watch and look at other people like Dinah, step out and go to look at the people in the nation and get ourselves damaged up, rape and all these things, right? So we as elders must make sure, right, they guard the church, the young people who are vulnerable. Because, you know, there are a lot of people here who want to give advice.
Yeah.
And a lot more people taking advice from nominal people.
That's true.
And when they come in the church, they tell them that they have a lot of questions to ask. Why I can't know, why I can't know, why this and why that and that. Right? So I think that we have to hold him in tight virgin. Through all the nuts them. Through what we call it, double D through a double D padding up them and tying them up. Tying them up young people and laugh. And you see, you can't laugh now. I'm person that laugh sometimes and joke, it's that time when they're serious, right? You understand? People must know they're serious. Set them with example, tell them. Right? Because if we don't do that, the Bible says, a nation will come. We don't want to know God, why? Because we fear to tell them. God bless you.
Remnant determined. God bless you, God bless you, God bless you. Now it is time for our panel. They will have about a minute each to give in summary. What are their thoughts, in conclusion, what are their thoughts with regards to Remnant determined to stand? Just 1 minute, not a long time.
Okay, once we have identified what a remnant is, we know where we stand. A remnant can be identified as a Christian that is determined to stand amidst obstacles, because the challenges are there, the temptations are there, but determination will be a driving force that will help you to hold on. And as Christians, remnants, we have to live by the word. The word will be our map, our guiding map throughout each day. And as children of God, if we leave any loopholes for the devil to enter, he is going to come in and he's going to put on the fight harder. But once we have our faith anchored in God, and we know that our determination is to reign with Christ, we are going, no matter what, come what may, we are going to hold on, we are going to stand for him. And we won't be selfish with it. We're going to have our friends that we want to see them stand with us. We are going to, when we see them going down, we are going to encourage them. We are going to pray for them. We are going to invite them to fasting, because we don't want to be selfish. We want to, we just want to see all of us. We are here every day in church. We want to see all of us in heaven.
Amen, amen, amen. God bless you, God bless you.
Praise God, everybody.
Praise the Lord.
What is the remnant determined to stand? According to the Oxford Student Dictionary, a remnant is a surviving trace of something, or basically the remaining portion of something. Determination means you continue no matter what. Nowadays in society, it has its temptations, sins and all, but there is always a remnant determined to stand for Christ. The remnant may be torn, it may be burnt, but it can still be used. I am a typical example. I have been through so much. This is what is left, because this is not how I came. This is only the remnants that God is using. Remember, God did not promise us skies always blue, sun without rain, joy without pain, despite all that we go through. We must be determined. We must continue to stand for Jesus. Sometimes our struggle that causes us to get stronger and closer to Jesus. For the hotter the battle, the sweeter the victory.
God bless you, God bless you, God bless you.
All right. Let me say this, if I may. Understand that the remnant is what is left behind. So it's hard for everybody to say, well, I'm identifying as a remnant, because not everybody is quote unquote what's left behind. Some of us are just coming, so it doesn't. A person who's just coming, as we stated earlier, cannot be a remnant. So let's put that part out there. You know, take for example, a good, God forbid, 85% of the people that have left retreat apostolic are. And we have, say, 25, we have 15 people left. We had 185, but we have 15. That's correct, right? Those 15 persons, they are the remnant. And they're the ones that say some of them are the mothers, some of them are the ones that are at the prayer meetings, some of them are the ones that are, still doing praise and worship, still helping the pastor, holding up the pastor's hand. Those are the people of the remnant. And those people have to have a somewhat made up mind, some form of driven, something driving them, some driving force to keep them going. So it's the remnant. They face a lot of challenges. That's right. Because they'll always have the people who have gone out there. Yes, some people will say, okay, there's not much happening out here and whatever, but they'll also have the ones who are enjoying themselves out there and say, yo, come join us. It's nice here. Just like when Lot was in Sodom, there were people that were outside calling them outside. So it is with us as Christians. There will always be somebody that will try to draw us out. And the Bible said that we're drawn away by our own lust. And there's something, I don't care what anybody's going to say, oh, nothing is out there that can attract me. There's always something that can attract you.
Yes.
It's just based on your determination and your mindset that, listen, I'm going to be in the remaining, I'm going to stand, I'm not going to let anything differ me. Amen. God bless you, God bless you, God bless you.
Before my closing statement, I just want to clarify what really a remnant is. Just encouraging, strengthening what Evangelist said. Without suffering, there can't be remnants. Without a disaster, there can't be remnants.
Amen.
It must be something trying. Some struggle that you have been through, and you overcome. Then you can identify yourself as a remnant. And it is not every situation that is trying and you overcome that you can identify yourself as a remnant. Remnants are chosen people.
Sorry.
Because there are some situations we learn about from Bible days, and we see for a fact, if they weren't chosen people, they wouldn't be able to stand. So remnants are chosen people. What we have in our time as young people, what we have is just as a test to strengthen us. Some trials to be in our faith. But what we really face, they aren't really catastrophes. Talk about catastrophes, go back to Job's day. That kind of stuff. So what really, when we see a remnant coming out, we see some disaster, some stuff that when we read about it, it brings tears to our eyes. And you even within yourself, you're saying, I mean, is that possible? So out of struggles, disasters, those are what really bring forth remnants. There are chosen people. According to the infallible word of God, the testimony of Jesus Christ is the spirit of prophecy. And as Pastor said there, it is important for leaders to hear from God. Does the church you seek have these gifts? These are some of the questions we ask ourselves as remnants. Are you truly allowing your light to shine? Goes right back to be seeking advice, being obedient, being submissive. Is it really the testimony of your heart that as a true soldier you will die in your post? We oftentimes sing these songs, as a true soldier I die in my post. But when a certain situation come upon us, we now go there again. Is it really the testimony of our heart that as a true soldier we die in our post? Remember, you will be alone on that day when you are judged. You cannot blame anyone but yourself. What will you say then to Jesus? Those who have an ear to hear, let them hear.
Amen, amen, amen.
Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
Remnant. We have learned so much from morning.
Sorry.
And definition is now, because I've heard it used before. And I can almost say it was loosely, but now I understand that it takes in suffering, trials, determination, focus, submissiveness, and all of that. But as I sat here, I thought of John in Revelation, and he saw the true remnant standing before God. And he heard him say, these are they have come out of great tribulation.
Hallelujah.
These are they that are washed in the blood of the Lamb. So, I say with the songwriter, and I sat here in the past, I was trying to get the verse of the song and it wouldn't come, but I remember, Jesus will be calling. There'll be no time to mend. With joy, I go up singing. I've held out to the end. I am determined to hold out. And it's only in the end that we can really say, yes, I have been a remnant indeed. The very end will tell when we stand before the Lord. And let me just encourage those of us who have not yet given our lives to the Lord. And those of us who are weak. I sat there again and Peter's admonition came to me. Be sober. Be vigilant. Your adversary.
The devil.
Your enemy. Not me. Your adversary, the devil, is like a roaring lion. And he is walking about and he's seeking whom he may devour. But if we are remnant indeed, the determination, he won't prevail. God bless you.
Amen. Bless the Lord, and with all that is said, I can say in spite of, don't quit. The road is not easy. We all have our challenges, we all have things that we face on a daily basis. But at the end of the day, with your goal in mind, with heaven in view, let us hold on. Let us remember that God is with us. It doesn't matter where you are, God is with you. He says he never forgets to keep one of us. And I'm encouraged by that every day. He never forgets to keep not one of us. You may sometimes feel disheartened or forgotten, but he is there. Remain focused, remain strong, be persistent. God bless you.
Amen. God bless you. Give them a round of applause, everybody.
To you, Brother Linden, I just felt led about it, but to say to you, brethren, in all of these discussions, remember that they are going to be your personal suffering.
Sorry.
And I'm thinking about that, something that happened recently. Elder McDonald's, I don't think you mind me saying, he suffered a broken leg one night this week. And last night, the night before, into yesterday morning, I just had questions in my mind. And I reflected on my personal experience. So,